Hello ladies and gentlemen, fellow traders. Today is Saturday, 8th of August 2020. Welcome again to our BBMA weekly analysis for the trading week of 10 to 14 of August 2020. Let's get started. As usual, first we review our BBMA setup SOP. Nothing have changed for last week and this week. However, last week we trade with a little less risk because it was a losing week previously. So I trade with a smaller risk last week, and with that, let's look at last week trade. For last week, the 1st of August, our growth was plus 0.66%. This is due to the smaller risk that we take. As you can see here, last week has been a very good week for us. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trade TP, and only one trade was top out. As we can see, it's totally almost opposite of the previous week where we have all the losing trade. So it's important for us to keep with our setup and SOP so that we can weather the bad week and continue with the profit on the good week. With that, let's look at this week's setup. We start with DXY currency index. Last week was NFP week. The figure was good. You can review the let's look at the Forex Factory real quick. Usually we don't do this in our weekly analysis, but just want to give a perspective last week. So this was Friday, 7th of August, and this was the NFP figure. As we can see, everything was positive. US data was positive, and also we see Canada data as positive. There will be something that we want to relate this to later in our analysis. So that's it for last week NFP. Positive figure, as you can see, and this will make the DXY getting stronger, right? Because DXY is related to USD pretty much. On weekly, DXY is at a re-entry buy. On daily, it's a MHB buy, and we can see this engulfing candle. Okay, D1 engulfing means the upward momentum is very strong. On H4, we can see it's currently making a MHV. However, because we have D1 engulfing, this movement is really strong. The best thing we want to see is to see this candle close above and making a CSM at H4. And on H1, we can see it's making a re-entry buy to hopefully make a further up move like this. So what we can do is we can put alert for ourselves. So we add alert. No. I want to do it on H4. I want to see CSM on H4. So when we see CSM buy on H4, we're gonna have a very high confidence to execute our trade next week, as USD currency is getting strong. Okay, let's see where is, okay, there you go, there's the alert has been placed. Sorry, why is this USD Cad? I'm sorry, I'm gonna remove this. I make a mistake here. DXY H4, DXY H4 CSM buy. Okay, sorry for the mistake there. Okay, so that's for DXY. Let's look at the first currency pair, Euro USD. Euro USD also relate a lot with the NFP result. Start with weekly. On weekly, we can see that last week making a CSM buy. However, the candle close doji over here. Okay, but we still take this as a CSM buy. For us, this will be a re-entry sell setup. So D1, we want to see MHV. So this MHV also come with a engulfing candle, right, over here. Okay, and on H4 we can see it's making a CSAK and then MHV, right? So there's two ways to look into this. You can wait for this to confirm as a CSM, however that will be a little bit late. If we have engulfing in D1, we can actually instant entry on H4. So our entry zone will be from here to here. Okay, this will be our entry zone. Place your stop loss up here and make your TP the weekly low here. This will be your TP zone. Okay, don't be greedy, execute by the plan, and this is your entry. Let me quickly label it: entry zone, entry, then this will be your TP. Make sure you put your stop above here. This will be your stop level. This line will be a stop level. Okay, so Euro USD, we can instant entry sell at the H4 sell zone. Okay, next pair will be USD Jpy. For USD Jpy, as we can see here, this is a re-entry buy for us, right? Re-entry buy. Have a good rejection of this weekly support and resistance level. If you are familiar with it, this is a weekly support resistance level. We reject it, and currently price is closing above the level. So this is a re-entry buy. On D1, we see extreme buy, TPW, MHV with a engulfing. So this is a very strong upward movement, and for that, on H4 we already see a CSM buy. This is a perfect setup. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna instant entry here. We can take it from EMA 50 to the low BB here. Okay, so sometimes if you have high confidence, you can maybe take from the current price because it's actually making a retracement already. And if we see in H1, price is already making a re-entry buy, so it might not go down further. You can take one entry here and another few entry all the way down to the low BB. So our stop loss level will be stop loss level will always be here. Okay, and if you measure from here to here, you can add another 10 pip and be below this weekly level, then you'll be very safe. Okay, but that will be extra 10 pips for you. Alright, that is our USD Jpy instant buy on H4 buy zone. Okay, TP target as usual is a weekly this one here, the weekly MA 510 high. Alright, next pair, USD Cad. Okay, for USD Cad, same here is a re-entry buy, and if we look at D1 for USD Cad, we close above this candle, and last week after MFP we did not able to close this candle. So although this engulf this candle, but it's not a very good engulfing. Ideally we want to see this candle engulf this big candle like this. Okay, if it's like this, then we are confident. So in this case, we want to wait a bit more for in H4, because now H4 is CSAK buy. However, this is also a MHV sell. So to be really safe, you want to wait for this candle, Monday candle, to close something like this, and ideally it have some weak rejection to the bottom, something like that, like maybe it reject a little bit the the zone, and that will make a strong buy signal. Okay, so for that we want to set alert. We want to set alert USD Cad H4. You want to see CSM buy. Okay. In H1, I'm sure there is a CSM re-entry, but we want to confirm this setup at H4 so that the movement will still continue. Reason being is because just now, as you can see, right, USD data is strong, but USD Cad data is also strong. So that's why USD Cad is a little bit uncertain of the direction, because both is strong. It's very hard for the USD to move faster compared to the Cad. Okay, and next pair will be GBP USD. GBP USD, let's look at the weekly time frame. I'm sorry, the chart is a little bit messy. In weekly time frame is a CSM buy, and we have a reverse candle here, then they will become extreme sell on weekly, and actually this will be a re-entry sell on monthly, right? Okay, in D1 we see MHV sell, and this candle is a engulfing candle, which is a very good setup for us. And at the same time, as you can see here, this is the weekly level. Price touch and reject the weekly level, so the strong possibility for it to continue the downward movement. Okay, like this. Okay, on H4 we can see that price is currently CSAK, and actually it reject EMA 50 over here. Okay, in this case there's two ways to approach this. If you have not have 5 trade, or if you still have trade account to open the trade, you can trade here with a smaller risk first until this candle close as a CSM next week. However, if you are not certain, you can just wait and do the confirmation entry by waiting for the CSM sell. So we're gonna put CSM sell. Okay, compared to UJ just now, right, we have to be a little bit careful for this one, because price did not close below the EMA 50. Instead it rejected, but for UJ it closed below EMA 50. Okay, so GU we're gonna wait for CSM sell to open the sell, although in H1 is now actually a re-entry sell. Yeah, so it's up to your decision. If you want a confirmation entry, you wait for H4 CSM. If you want to take a little bit more risk, you can instant entry. Okay, next pair is USD CHF. Okay, USD CHF weekly is a re-entry buy. Okay, daily is a MHV buy. Okay, this is a very it's a similar situation again. As you can see here, price is making MHV here, but we don't see any engulfing candle. So immediately if we see this kind of situation, we know we can instant entry. On H4 also we can see it's only a CSAK and making a MHV, which reject the MA50 somehow. So although H1 has make a momentum, but H1 make all the way, or went up all the way and making an extreme sell. So for USD Chf, what we're gonna really want to see is for the price to make CSM buy and also close above EMA 50. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna put alert here. USD Chf, we want to see CSM buy. Okay, so that will be our trade plan for USD CHF. Next pair, AUD USD. For AUD USD, sorry, let me get rid of this. AUD USD in weekly, we can see a MH is basically MHV sell. So we take this as a re-entry sell on our weekly time frame based on our SOP. Next, on daily, we can see the engulfing for MHV sell as well, but we see the daily engulfing for this. It engulf both of these candles, so this is a very good one. And on H4, okay, for H4 we can see, right, the price making CSAK and close below the MA50, and this retracement actually give us a very good entry on H1 as a re-entry sell. So for AUD USD, you can instant entry at the H4 sell zone, which is gonna be from EMA 50 all the way to up here, okay, and put your stop above this candle, maybe like 5 pips minimum above this candle, and your TP target will be your weekly, sorry, let me zoom it, this will be your TP target, okay, this, okay, so this give us a lot of pip actually, like minimum 100 pip, like that, about 100 pip. Okay, so that's the trade plan for AUD USD, instant sell on H4 sell zone, and your TP target will be your weekly level, but your stop is on your H4. That will give us a very good risk reward ratio. Okay, just in case if you wonder how I set the alert and all this kind of thing, this indicator I made available free in TradingView. So if you go to TradingView, you can search for BBMA Lite. Okay, this one, you can use it, it's open source, okay, and it's free. I did not charge anything for that. Okay, next pair and the last one for this week is Nzd USD. Okay. Nzd USD, okay, get rid of this, clean it up a little bit. On weekly time frame is a re-entry sell. As you can see here, price is retracing from this level. On daily, do we see engulfing? Yes, we see a very good engulfing candle. It closed and engulf all this support zone, right? This is a support zone. It go up and engulf this. This is a very strong daily movement. So we can confidently sell this pair on H4. Okay, so this H4, actually this is already a CSM, and as you can see here, on H1 it gives us a re-entry sell zone. So what we're gonna do is, you can instant one entry here and maybe take another one up here, but this will be our we can take our sell zone from here all the way to up here, because if you're gonna take from EMA 50, you might miss the trade. So what you're gonna do is, you're gonna take one here and maybe one here, okay, and maybe you can have another entry sell stop below here, because this will be your entry zone, your stop level, okay, always above the highest high. Then this will be your TP target. Oops, sorry, I meant to press this one. So your TP target should be at minimum here and at maximum on the, okay, let me zoom out a bit. So as you can see, your stop level will be about 70 90 pips, and your TP will be about 100 pips. So pretty decent risk reward ratio for this, and this is a very high probability trade because all the setup SOP is met. Okay, so that's it for this week. Let's review. Okay, as you can see here, this is our perfect loss, this is almost perfect win, and this will be our trade for next week. Recap: EU we're gonna sell, UJ we're gonna buy, UCAD we're gonna buy, GU we're gonna sell, UCHF we're gonna buy, AU we're gonna sell, and NU we're gonna sell. So this will be our trade for next week, and for that I wish you all the best. But before we leave, let me give you one motivation tips. So for trading is something that is rather simple. I would say It's a lot more simple compared to a lot of profession and a lot of other side hustle that you can do, because you don't have to involve high level maths or a lot of analysis, a lot of technical thing, a lot of reading. But the simple thing doesn't mean it's easy. So for to be consistent and successful trader, first we need to keep doing it till it become your habit. You know, there is magic numbers for this, and fortunately I would say, but it's not simple. It's not easy, right? It's simple but not easy. First of all, you need to do it for at least 21 days or 21 weeks or something, right? Keep doing your analysis for 21 weeks or days, and then beyond that, if you do it for 21 times, I put days here, but actually it's rather 21 times, you start to get the feel of it, right? And if you continue to do it for more than 90 days or more 90 weeks, I believe it will be a habit for you. Like myself, I've been doing this for many years. I start trading in 2015, a lot of losses and all this kind of thing, but take it as the journey, right? Keep doing your analysis, and hopefully you will have the feel to become successful. Alright, till we meet again next week, I wish you all the best in the trading and keep safe. Bye bye.